Curiosity has no language barrier. Kotoba camp.
Ray.
Ray.
A beam or line of light, heat, or other form of energy, any of several types of marine fish with flat bodies and wing-like fins.
光线、射线、鳐鱼、红鱼。
X-rays penetrate biological tissues differently depending on their density and composition. Ultraviolet rays from the sun can damage DNA molecules in skin cells if exposure is prolonged.
Marine biologists tracked the migration patterns of manta rays using satellite technology.
Light rays bend when they pass through water, creating optical illusions that fascinate physics students.
The gamma rays emitted during nuclear decay processes provide insights into atomic structure.
Radiant.
Radiant.
The radiant energy from distant stars helps astronomers determine their chemical composition. Radiation.
Radiation. Radiation therapy targets cancer cells while minimizing damage to surrounding healthy tissue.
Beam, gleam, shaft, streak.
光束、光芒、光柱、光条。
Shadow, darkness, gloom, shade.
阴影、黑暗、阴暗、阴。
Recharge.
Recharge.
To restore power or energy to something, especially a battery, to refresh oneself.
充电、补充能量、恢复精力。
Electric vehicles must recharge their batteries at designated stations to maintain optimal performance. The aquifer system naturally recharges through rainfall and surface water infiltration.
The innovative battery technology allows devices to recharge in just 15 minutes while maintaining battery longevity.
Migratory birds must recharge their energy reserves at specific stopover sites during their long-distance journeys.
Environmental engineers designed wetlands that effectively recharge groundwater supplies in arid regions.
Rechargeable.
Rechargeable.
Rechargeable solar batteries store energy during daylight hours for nighttime use. Recharging.
Recharging. The recharging infrastructure for electric vehicles continues to expand globally.
Energize, replenish, restore, revitalize.
供给能量、补充、恢复、振兴。
Drain, deplete, exhaust, empty.
耗尽、消耗、用尽、清空。
Refreshing.
Refreshing.
Pleasantly new, different, or invigorating, renewing or restoring to a fresh condition.
令人耳目一新的、清新的、更新的、恢复活力的。
The periodic flooding of the Nile Delta has a refreshing effect on soil nutrients and agricultural productivity. Dessert plants have evolved unique mechanisms for refreshing their water reserves during rare rainfall.
Coastal wetlands serve as natural filters, constantly refreshing and purifying water as it flows to the ocean.
The introduction of innovative teaching methods brought a refreshing change to traditional classroom dynamics.
Marine upwelling brings refreshing nutrients from deep waters to surface ecosystems.
Refresh.
Refresh.
Groundwater systems naturally refresh aquifers through geological filtration processes. Refreshed.
Refreshed. The refreshed soil composition showed significant improvements in mineral content.
Revitalize, renew, restore, reinvigorate.
振兴、更新、恢复、重振。
Stale, stagnant, tired, exhausted.
陈腐的、停滞的、疲倦的、耗尽的。
Refund.
Refund.
To give back money that was previously paid, an amount of money that is given back.
退款、偿还、退还的款项。
The university will refund housing deposits to students who cancel their dormitory reservations before the deadline. Students who withdraw from courses during the first week of classes are eligible for full tuition refund.
The airline issued immediate refunds to passengers affected by the flight cancellation due to severe weather.
The bookstore's policy states that textbooks must be in original condition to qualify for a refund.
The online platform automatically processes refunds for any damaged items within 24 hours of the complaint.
Refundable.
Refundable.
The laboratory fee is refundable if students drop the course before experiments begin. Refunding.
Refunding. The refunding process for canceled conference registrations takes approximately 5 business days.
Reimburse, repay, return, restore.
偿还、付还、归还、恢复。
Withhold, retain, keep, confiscate.
扣留、保留、保持、没收。
Refuse.
Refuse.
V. To indicate unwillingness to do, accept, or give something, N. Waste material, items thrown away.
拒绝、不愿意、垃圾、废弃物。
Municipal authorities must address the challenge of managing organic refuse in urban composting programs. Certain microorganisms refuse to grow in laboratory conditions, making their study particularly challenging.
Marine turtles often mistake plastic refuse for jellyfish, leading to severe digestive complications.
Urban planners must develop innovative solutions to manage industrial refuse while protecting ecological systems.
The conservation project aims to reduce refuse in protected wetlands through systematic cleanup efforts.
Refusal.
Refusal.
The refusal of certain species to adapt to urban environments has led to their decline.
Refused.
Refused. The refused permit application highlighted the strict environmental protection standards.
Reject, decline, deny, spurn.
拒绝、谢绝、否认、唾弃。
Accept, allow, permit, welcome.
接受、允许、许可、欢迎。
Reject.
Reject.
To refuse to accept, consider, or agree with something or someone, something that has been rejected as defective or unsuitable.
拒绝、否决、不合格品、次品。
Several members of the review board strongly rejected the proposal, citing insufficient evidence. The body's natural defense mechanisms immediately rejected the incompatible tissue transplant.
Certain plant species reject excess salt through specialized glands in their leaves.
The editorial board must reject manuscripts that fail to meet ethical guidelines.
Advanced algorithms can effectively reject background noise in audio recordings.
Rejection.
Rejection.
Frequent soil nutrient rejection leads to decreased agricultural productivity. Rejectable.
Rejectable. These anomalous data points are clearly rejectable from the final analysis.
Decline, refuse, deny, dismiss.
拒绝、谢绝、否认、驳回。
Accept, approve, embrace, welcome.
接受、批准、拥抱、欢迎。
Rescue.
Rescued.
To save someone or something from a dangerous or harmful situation, an act of saving someone or something from danger or harm.
营救、抢救、援救、救援。
Swift action to rescue the stranded whales prevented a catastrophic loss of marine life. Conservation efforts in the Amazon have helped rescue several critically endangered species.
Advanced techniques in art preservation can rescue centuries-old paintings from deterioration.
The emergency response team managed to rescue vital specimens before the flood.
Local communities united to rescue traditional farming practices from disappearing.
Rescuer.
Rescuer.
Trained personnel worked tirelessly to extract survivors from the avalanche zone. Rescued.
Rescued. Ancient manuscripts, carefully preserved, reveal forgotten cultural practices.
Save, salvage, retrieve, recover.
拯救、抢救、取回、恢复。
Abandon, endanger, imperil, jeopardize.
放弃、危急、危害、危险。
Resemble.
Resemble.
To look like or be similar to someone or something else.
相似、类似、与、相像。
Certain proteins in modern plants closely resemble those found in their ancient ancestors. Fossil evidence suggests early whales resembled modern-day hippos in their skeletal structure.
The social behavior patterns of primates remarkably resemble human interactions.
Ancient pottery fragments found in distant regions resemble each other in design and technique.
The chemical composition of distant planets must resemble Earth's to support similar life forms.
Resemblance.
Resemblance.
The structural resemblance between bird and dinosaur fossils provides evidence of their evolutionary link. Resembling.
resembling. These deep-sea creatures developed features resembling those of surface-dwelling species.
Mirror, match, parallel, echo.
反应、匹配、相似、呼应。
Differ, contrast, diverge, vary.
不同、对比、分歧、变化。
Rhinoceros.
Rhinoceros.
A large, herbivorous mammal with thick protective skin and one or two horns on its snout.
犀牛。
The Javan rhinoceros population has declined to critical levels due to habitat fragmentation. Conservationists have implemented strict measures to protect the remaining black rhinoceros populations.
DNA analysis reveals that modern rhinoceros species diverged from a common ancestor millions of years ago.
The white rhinoceros exhibits complex social behaviors despite its solitary reputation.
Paleontologists discovered fossilized remains of an extinct rhinoceros species in northern Asia.
Rhinoceron.
Rhinoceron.
The rhinoceron features of this prehistoric mammal suggest an evolutionary link to modern species. Rhinoceratid.
Rhinoceratid.
The rhinocerated fossils indicate a wider distribution of these species in the past.
Pachyderm, megafauna, ungulate, herbivore.
厚皮动物、大型动物、有蹄类动物、食草动物。
Fragile, delicate, vulnerable, small.
脆弱的、精致的、易受伤害的、小的。
Rhyme.
Rhyme.
A repetition of similar sounds in words, especially at the ends of lines in poetry. To have or end with the same sound as another word.
韵、押韵、押韵使成韵。
The intricate rhyme patterns in medieval poetry reflect the sophisticated linguistic structures of the time. Phonological analysis reveals that perfect rhymes share identical sounds from the stressed syllable onward.
Linguists study how children's sensitivity to rhyme develops during language acquisition.
The poet employed internal rhyme to create a melodic effect within each line of the verse.
Ancient oral traditions relied heavily on rhyme as a mnemonic device for preserving cultural knowledge.
Rhyming.
Rhyming.
The rhyming couplets in Shakespeare's sonnets demonstrate his mastery of poetic form. Rhymester.
Rhymester.
The amateur rhymester's attempts at poetry lacked the sophistication of established verse forms.
Meter, assonance, alliteration, consonants.
韵律、元音韵、头韵、辅音韵。
Discord, cacophony, dissonance, prose.
不协和、刺耳声、不和谐、散文。
Well done. Take a break and remember to subscribe, like, comment, and share. Let's keep our learning motivation fresh.
Do not wait to strike till the iron is hot, but make it hot by striking.